What's up guys, my name is Dave and welcome to my first WWE prediction video on my channel. I normally do a football manager video game series, but I thought as I take a little bit of an interest in WWE, it'd be something a little bit different for me to do a vlog regarding my predictions on this coming Sunday, the Royal Rumble 2016 pay-per-view event. So I'm going to jump straight into it. If you guys do have any thoughts on my predictions, agree, disagree, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, you can drop a like on the video too, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like some more prediction videos for the upcoming pay-per-views. So I'm going to start off with the first match. I think it's going to be the New Day versus the Usos for the tag team titles. I think the New Day are going to go and win this one. Of course, the Usos have just recently come back from a few injury problems. They've been putting in some entertaining performances, of course, in the last pay-per-view. Having a Selena Del Sol going through a ladder was a particular highlight. It was a crazy moment. It was a very well rehearsed move, if it was rehearsed at all. But I do think the New Day are going to go and win the titles this time around. They're really entertaining. I mean, they've got the upper hand. They've got one extra man as well with Xavier Woods, always there to cause trouble as well. They're very entertaining tag team, and I think they are going to go and win the tag team titles. The next match is going to be Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto. I think for this particular match, I think Del Rio will retain his title. I think if WWE wanted Kalisto to be champion, he would have retained his title at SmackDown last week. Of course, he won the title at Raw and just a couple of days later lost it again at SmackDown, which was slightly annoying. I do like Kalisto rather than Alberto Del Rio, but Del Rio is a very good wrestler, and obviously WWE appreciate that, and I think he will retain the title here at Royal Rumble. Next match is for the Divas title. It's Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. I think Charlotte will retain. I mean, she's going to have Ric Flair on her side. Becky Lynch has done well to come back into the foreground of the title picture, and Charlotte has been a pretty decent champion since she won the title off Nikki Bella. I think Charlotte will retain. I think it's going to build a bigger picture for Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. So Charlotte's going to retain to have a big match there against Sasha Banks, which could be a really entertaining one. And the last match we're going to look at before the main event is Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. Now, this rivalry has been heating up for quite some time now. Of course, since Dean Ambrose won the Intercontinental Championship off of Kevin Owens. Every match, practically every Raw, SmackDown, something's happened between the two of them. Announcer tables have been broken, tables have been broken, and I think that will probably happen again on Sunday. I think somebody will go through an announcer table, but I do think Dean Ambrose is going to go and win it. I think Kevin Owens is a very, very talented wrestler. People do love him, people do hate him, but overall you can't deny he's a very good wrestler, and I do feel that he's got bigger fish to fry, and he'll probably be going for the big titles very soon anyway. But I think it's just going to take a bit of time for the Roman Reigns title picture for him to end a few feuds first, and Kevin Owens can jump straight back in that title race. Finally, we're going to talk about the big event, the Royal Rumble. It's very hard for anyone to pinpoint a winner for the Royal Rumble. There's been so many names and so many situations that have been thrown about. Anyone can win it, really. I've pinpointed 4 names that I feel will win or may win this year's Royal Rumble. First one is Roman Reigns, of course, current champion. He's got to defend his title in the ring against 29 other men. I'm pretty sure he's going to be entered first. It's been kind of announced on Raw slightly. I think Vince McMahon's going to put him in first and see how he does. I think he'll definitely be in the last 3. He could go on to win it as well, which will make it very interesting. I think Brock Lesnar will have a title shot at WrestleMania if he doesn't win it, so that moves me on to Brock Lesnar. So if he can win it, Roman Reigns will definitely have his title shot at WrestleMania again. I mean, it was a pretty good match at WrestleMania between the two last year, obviously, until Seth Rollins cashed in and ended up winning it. It's a bit of a repeated match. I'd love to see someone else possibly involved in a triple threat, which again moves me on to number 3, which could be Bray Wyatt. I mean, on Raw just gone, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family kind of battered the crap out of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar during the highlight reel on Raw. So that could be very, very interesting to see Bray Wyatt get involved in that. For him to win would be very interesting. I know Paul Heyman's pushing for Brock Lesnar to have a title match at WrestleMania. So if Bray Wyatt wins, Roman Reigns will want a rematch, and so will Brock Lesnar. I mean, the feud between Wyatt and Reigns was good. It possibly lasted a little bit too long, in my opinion, but it was a good feud. They had a very good match in Hell in a Cell in the end as well. So I think that could be an interesting feud, a triple threat between the three of them at WrestleMania wouldn't go amiss. But number 4 for me, it's got to be Triple H. Of course, a couple of pay-per-views ago, Roman Reigns battered the crap out of Triple H. I think he's going to come and return with a bit of a vengeance, and he could go and win it. Of course, The Rock, who's Roman Reigns' uncle, hasn't always seen eye to eye with Triple H, so he could be also involved in that WrestleMania match as well. So that could be very, very interesting indeed. But, you know, options are always going to be open for the potential winners. I've seen a couple of names flying around for surprise entrance in the Royal Rumble. I mean, there's always going to be the lower rostered stars. I mean, you've got the social outcasts that have just come in, such as Adam Rose, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas. They could possibly all be chucked in there. You've also got the likes of not Bo Dallas, Braun Strowman, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan. They're also, I think, going to get quite far to help Bray Wyatt in the chance to possibly win it. Of course, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan will probably be one of the two at least will be chucked out quite early. But I think Braun Strowman's going to be a force to be reckoned with. But it's going to be interesting. You're going to have the Big Show and Kane in there. Don't think Undertaker will be in there. Not seen much of him. If he comes back, that'd be brilliant. It'd be really interesting to see. Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, could be a huge, huge surprise to do with the Royal Rumble. It's just a little idea that I've just thought of. Possibly this could happen. He was hinting at it when he drew Roman Reigns multiple times as the number 1 entrant for the Royal Rumble, that he'd won it before. Why wouldn't he win it again? He can do what he wants. He owns a company. He could cheat for all he wants. It could be Roman Reigns and one more person left, or Mr. McMahon could come in as the number 30 entrant. Nobody knows as of yet. But Mr. McMahon could be something to do with the Royal Rumble. Haven't really seen that idea about, but it kind of makes sense. It would be really interesting to see it happen, even if he doesn't actually win the Royal Rumble. I think if Roman Reigns wins, if Mr. McMahon comes in and Roman Reigns somehow beats him, it could make the Royal Rumble so much more interesting. But possible entrants, I think I've seen Jeff Hardy's name flown around quite a lot. He's been talking about a return to the WWE. I mean, the Dudley Boys have hinted at it as well, so that'd be really cool to see him get in there. Kurt Angle, that'd be really cool. I mean, I think he's finished with TNA now. It'd be really, really cool to see him back at WWE, despite being at TNA for so long. I mean, WWE have also announced, the signings of AJ Styles. It'd be really nice to see him come for his debut in WWE in the Royal Rumble. There's a couple of other guys such as Nakamura as well who they've signed. And that'd be really interesting. I don't think these guys would win it, but I think they could give it a good shot anyway. And finally, Daniel Bryan. I think that'd be a really, really good entry. I mean, people have been talking about it for how long? Absolutely ages about him returning. But this could be a really one of the best surprising moments of WWE for 2016, right at the start of the year. I think everyone knows maybe he's going to come back in the future, but I don't think anyone will expect him to come back at this pay-per-view. So it could be a real shocking moment, and it'd be really cool to see him back as well. I know I've seen rumours that WWE are going to release him. I think that's sort of rubbish. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that Daniel Bryan is a very, very good wrestler. WWE would be daft to get rid of him unless they know for definite he's never going to wrestle again. I think he will wrestle again. I've seen rumours that doctors have said he's ready to wrestle again, but WWE aren't too sure about when to push him. I think this could be the perfect moment for him, and to start, going back for those titles again. And who knows, he may be in the WrestleMania match for, I don't know, if not the WWE Championship, Intercontinental US Championship for definite. So guys, that is the end of my prediction video for the Royal Rumble. If you guys, again, have agreed or disagreed with any of my comments, please do let me know down below. Let me know who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.